What's up, Sunday fam? Welcome back to another Dreamcatcher reaction Thursday. Flip is back. He is in the building. I no longer have to do things alone, at least until the next time he is out of town. We are back with results from our voting session in the last week, and we have our final two contestants for our grand finals. It is Because versus Deja Vu. 'Cause I love you and forever love. Since you're catching up,
oh my goodness. And it was very close between Because and BEcause. We had to take it to the polls once again, just like the last round. But this time Because came out the victor. It was unanimous in our polls, and so it comes through. The #1 seed in the Dream side versus the #1 seed in the Catcher side, Deja Vu. That one was unanimous versus Odd Eye.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Because versus Odd Eye because they are the latest songs that are leading towards the comeback, which we are going to react to. There's a bunch of teasers to react to. But yeah, I mean, Deja Vu is a great music video. It's a great song, and so is Because. And so these grand finals are going to be a tough cookie.
You know, what was disappointing to me was I was really going for Scream and BEcause all the way to the end. Most of you and the majority have spoken, so this is where we are.
I mean, the way I see it is that BEcause is the first music video that I saw, and Scream was the next one that was recommended to me in the YouTubes. So I saw that. So the order was BEcause and Scream, and then I went through their catalog.
Yeah.
And so it does have a special place in my heart, perhaps in both of our hearts.
Yes.
But Deja Vu and Because are very, very special, you know, music videos, and so these are our grand finalists. So I think we can just kind of open it here.
Yeah,
these are the final
votes.
voting session.
Open the votes. Because I like you versus Deja Vu.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Oh, it's gonna be so tough. But before you get to voting, drop us one of these. It's free and requires no effort whatsoever.
So I'm just gonna say really quickly before we go on to our reactions, I might go for Deja Vu on this.
I'm gonna go for Deja Vu.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say Deja Vu has kind of stood the test of our biases and nostalgia with BEcause and Scream. And, you know, Because, even though it's kind of recent still, Because is just a classic nowadays. And
I know.
I don't know how...
Ocean View.
Yes. Well, that's another thing. Like, Deja Vu is like, you know... Holding This Pain versus Ocean View.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Deja Vu just because of the story. I mean, not to say that Because has less of a story, but you know, just the overall production value of Deja Vu and the story and the narrative, the album that it's attached to. There's just so much meaning behind it.
GU holding the sword against you here. Listen, I'm not here to sway any votes, okay? So moving on to our reactions for this video, Save Us is around the corner. April 12th, our comeback of the century. We've been slowly inching towards the comeback, and we have a lot of teasers to react to, a bunch of photos, we have a lyric spoiler, and then we have a highlight medley. We're all gonna be reacting to those today. So let's start off with their teaser images. So the first teaser image that they released was this one of Gayan with some kind of like
Gas
breather device.
Yeah, it's kind of like a gas mask. So many of you have been saying that it's about climate change, and I'm starting to believe that as well. Like, it has something to do with nature changing.
I think there's going to be like two different aesthetics with this comeback here.
Yes,
I think there's going to be like this aesthetic and then a utopian aesthetic where they find utopia, where they go off into space. My current theory, at least, is that they're going to go off into space because they can't find utopia here. And the next teaser image is of Dami, who looks absolutely stunning,
amazing
in this photo. Like, it doesn't even look recognizable.
I just feel like it's Dami's era. I mean, they all stand out, but she really does stand out.
Like, I see Dami, I recognize her as Dami, but it's not like a Dami image, you know?
It's very different.
And of course, here is...
oh, my empress. She looks like an empress in this photo.
Like a princess, almost, kind of royalty. Yeah,
very royal. I mean, I don't know if those earrings signify anything. It looks like a cross. But obviously it's probably a symbol of hope.
What I love about this photo is that You know, the other two, I don't think the other two had any blazed hair. I think Gayun was straight black, and then Dami was just braided, but still straight black. And this one is blazed like Rogue. And it creates
it's kind of like a contrast between light and dark almost. Like Yoo-hyun usually does in most of these concepts.
This is true.
But the difference is the way Yoo-hyun looks. The way Yoo-hyun looks.
She looks sad.
She looks sad, and she also looks hopeful. Like there's some kind of hope in between this, where Dami and Gayun, I don't know like if this is just my interpretation, but they almost kind of look like this is the world.
And then we have Hamdong, who is this kind of like dirty platinum blonde-esque type of aesthetic, who is just lying on the ground. This is
just a different look from her though.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of like she's almost
sultry.
Like sultry. She's almost like the reason or something. Like maybe it's her turn to turn the world upside down in this story, because she kind of looks like she's guilty. And
our porcelain goddess, Xion. I love this kind of look. It is like it is kind of persisting or perpetuating this empress princess.
But the empress on the other side, because like you look, she's in the middle of wreckage.
Yes.
So with Handong, she's kind of part of the problem. I don't know what that means. Like she's kind of like created all this disaster.
What I can imagine is she's standing like this with like a leash in her hand, and then Handong is on the ground.
Oh my god!
Just like doing this little bit. You know what I mean?
That could be very
yes,
true.
Baby, yes.
Yeah, that could be very true. She's like very like blasé, like she usually is.
This is an absolutely stunning photo of Sua. The more
very defiant.
The more she looks kind of serious and getting down to business, the more like you don't want to mess with her. So like an enforcer type of character.
Yeah, maybe she's kind of like bringing justice to all of these wrongdoings to the earth. And I mean, what is that on that sign over there? It
Highway
says
64.
64.
Hayesville, Murphy.
So you guys know. You guys probably know.
I'm not. My attention is to here though. This little kind of Sua's got it going on.
All right, get your mind out of the gutter.
This photo right here is just, she's just tired of it all.
Absolutely.
And I am.
She's trying to heal everything.
I am also equally drawn to the thigh.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you and I. You know, thigh stomp.
But it always feels like it's Jiu, like the fearless leader of the group, trying to like fix everything, which this is kind of like the essence that I'm seeing in this photo.
And then we get to this kind of contrasting image of Gayun from her first teaser image, where it's like very white, very bright, still looking kind of serious and stern almost.
Well, there's a little bit of difference here. This one's a little bit more innocent. Or like they've reached utopia.
Like, the first thing I see with this image is like an Egyptian goddess, almost kind of like Cleopatra. And like the hairstyle that Dami is sporting in this photo is just,
she's got gold dust all over her, and like the lighter tone just feels like they're going to get there. Like I said, Valhalla, this is more like Greek goddess statue kind of thing, right? Like I mean, this is a very different Dami. Like it's I don't know how to explain it.
She has a certain kind of deific aura about her, especially kind of surrounded by those pillars with the same carvings.
Amazing.
That's a great.
She
photo.
Stands out.
Yet another kind of goddess type of position for Yoo-hyun. Centered and framed by those exact pillars again. Like I think we can say that this is kind of in contrast to the ruined earth that we see in the other photos. This is kind of like the utopia that they find.
I agree with you.
Like Olympus or something.
Yeah, I mean, in the first one, she had like a cross for her earrings, but now it's like kind of like a teardrop.
Circular, yeah.
So the hope might have been fulfilled, and her hands are clasped. So her prayers must have been answered of some sorts. Very different with Handong. Oh my gosh,
she was blonde in
she is angelic in this one.
Yeah, she was blonde in the kind of apocalyptic.
And she looked like she was kind of like a perpetrator of sorts, the seductress,
or at least
in the
being
other
submissive to Xion.
Yeah,
to Lord Xion.
Yeah,
Xion is she's just at home in this picture. She looks like a portrait you would get from like the Greek museum. Of a goddess.
It's like the Fibonacci sequence is on Xion right now. Do you guys know the Fibonacci sequence is supposed to represent harmony and balance in everything, and it's used in artwork, and she is just like perfect. This is perfection. This is harmony with Sion.
We got a lot more with her though.
Oh,
We got
what are
like
those?
A, we
What's
got
going
like a
on?
lamp.
We got the genie in the lamp.
And then the 2 candles, perhaps like signifies
Black and red.
the duality.
Yeah, maybe duality.
Well, I mean, the only thing I think of when I see this photo is like Aphrodite.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, if you
And
said
when I
said
see-
Aphrodite, like it's
Hera,
oh well, yeah,
Yeah, Hera.
yeah, that's true. Like maybe this is
like
more
a
like
very authoritative goddess.
we said Egyptian, but like maybe it's more Greek, right? Like
Maybe.
this is definitely Hera. Like she's like, don't you ever cheat on me, Zeus?
Right,
I will bring down hellfire and death upon you.
Just very, very this kind of authoritative.
And she's
look.
got like that, like a well, it's kind of similar with.
She's got the
Sion.
wine catcher here now.
Yeah, but
though.
she has kind of like it's like the Holy Grail or something.
Talk about close-ups. This is a huge close-up.
Lovely,
for GU.
very lovely.
I can see
shot.
the plumpness of the lips and
It's
the,
pretty close.
the subtlety and the smoothness of her skin.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
GU is just angelic.
It's hard to see the story overall in this set. It's the lighter set. Maybe like it's definitely part of the duality series, but like it's almost like she has this pose where she's questioning everything. So it definitely has GU.
very thinker position.
Yeah, very like the leader of the group. She definitely carries the burden out of everything, and now she's kind of come at a crossroads. She's in Mount Olympus. She's got to judge everybody, kind of thing.
I mean, we could probably call her Zeus at this point, and Sua's the one that's like, stop cheating on me, GU. Back to Gaian on this teaser image.
Wow.
Even more sultry and more sexy. Like, this look...
Oh, I need a fan.
This look works for Gaian.
There's more innocence on the light side, of course, but then also in these darker sets, it's just like more, I guess, I wouldn't say evil, more seduction.
Number 1, there's a duality. Number 2, like one part could be like enforcer type agency people. Like we're watching a K-drama right now called Tomorrow, and there's
Yes.
like this whole agency of Grim Reapers, and I feel like it could work in this narrative where the Dreamcatcher girls on one side are like an agency of like Utopia hunters.
Ooh.
And then on the other side are like the dressed in white flowing robes, and they're like the goddesses and deities.
Oh my gosh.
Dami again.
I'm going to have to say MVP right now for all of these teasers, all of these photo sets.
Yeah, this is like top tier.
This
Dami
is all
aesthetic.
Dami. This is all Dami to me. Like I love Yu Hyun. I love everyone else. Hyun, the porcelain goddess, Hamdong. I love her. But she just stands out the most out of everybody else. And look at her. She's like sad. She's almost like disappointed with everything.
But it's like one of those looks you don't expect from her, right? You expect the girth,
yeah,
like
you
the
want
attitude.
like, attitude and sad.
But she looks kind of like, she looks kind of out of it almost.
She looks defeated. So I can't wait for the storylines.
Oh boy. This is the other photo. In the first one she looked like sad.
Looks at you. The way that she looks pierces through you with those eyes.
Oh man, look at this. Like this photo.
Experiments? Like scientific? Something went wrong with the Earth.
But this is why I get the whole kind of agency type of enforcer.
Right, she's
vibes.
wearing a suit. She's got a tie. Like there's something with the government. Look in the back.
Franklin?
What's Franklin?
Is that like Tennessee?
Oh, it's just badass.
If you look
She
at
just looks
someone,
badass.
if you look at someone and you're like, all right, fine, I'm not gonna commit any crimes. This is the face you look at.
It goes with the way we've been thinking about the theories and the concept, right? Like it feels like she's the boss of all the bad things that's about to happen.
Yeah,
That's what I get from this.
I want to get arrested by her.
You know what? She also stands out.
She does.
She also stands out of all of these sets. It's a very different Sua. It feels like a more seductress Sua. Like I feel like that.
Yes.
Oh,
Listen. There isn't a photo out there that can make me like quake with fear. GU in glasses, particularly kind of holding those glasses, is like the classic librarian look. That is my weak point.
I think that is everyone's weak point.
The Jade Emperor.
It just kind of feels like she is responsible for like the success or the failure of everything that's about to happen.
And we get our first teaser group image with a couple people cut out. I think this might be either just because it's a teaser.
I honestly think it's like the gods of the earth, right? Like, or the gods of the planet or the universe.
We've got Jiu.
They have a more innocent look here.
Handong,
Oh my
Dami,
goodness.
Yuhyun, Xian and Sua. But this, to me, like, this is like the deities, and this is their supper. You know what I mean? Or dinner table.
So definitely duality or some kind of like gods. All of these theories and concepts are just going as we go along these photos. So.
Yeah. And the last group photo that they released,
The Grim Reapers.
the Grim Reapers, the agent, the Save Us agency, I guess, the saviors.
Oh, there might be 3 parts to this story.
There could be. We're going in several different directions at this point, and so hopefully some of the teasers that they've released thus far will put us in the right direction. And so the first teaser we are going to react to is the Maison. You were
Home.
spoiling.
I think it's home more than house.
Okay, let's check it out. Oh, I don't think there's subtitles either.
Oh, very, very dystopian. The end of times. What?
That sounded
Can we do that again? Oh my god. What was that? That was just like...
It sounded like a hype drum.
It was like Attack on Titan or like...
It was leading to something real special. I wish I understood Korean. The lyric spoiler doesn't tell us much. Oh gosh.
Oh, that sounded epic.
So okay, we found a comment that supposedly is translating the Hangul on the video, and it says it's all colored by the strong wind. Let's turn it back to the moment when all seasons were clear. My tears are falling down already submerged eyes.
Wow.
That is poetic as hell.
Yeah, you know, it definitely sounds like gods and goddesses here. Like,
Yeah.
we've laid waste to the land kind of thing. It's like, what have we done? Like, can we turn it back to when it was pure and simple and clear? I am crying of where we are now. That is so poetic.
I can't wait for this narrative. And so the next one is a highlight medley. And I am... Oh man, I cannot.
All right.
This is the sounds that are going to come out of this medley. It's 5 minutes and 32 seconds of just a whole bunch of, I guess, a medley of the songs that we're about to hear.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Flowers, crystallized, fossilized, experiments. I'm trying to bring back nature. Yes.
Okay, this is the intro, Save Us. Very apocalypse.
Very end of days. Can't jump up, baby.
Feel like a light inside the door. 그 속에 메마른 채 감정이
Please
지워져버린
let us hear more of this.
인형이 된 것 같아.
I love the piano.
없어진 이 공간 화살 끝이 나를 향한 오늘따라 The lonely night 그림자만 가득해
Lonely.
All day all night 깊숙이 자리 잡은 그대 Break your
Of course they're not gonna give us like, oh, this is the one with the drop.
Oh, is it?
This definitely and then they're providing like the godly Ambrosia, like Mount Olympus imagery. This is what they achieve when they go into space. That's you then, right there. It's a mix of Sua and G, but this is definitely more kind of like poppy. Oh, we have it now. Oh my gosh, we have video! We have video of them doing their photo shoots.
I know, everything's been video for a while.
This song is beautiful.
꿈을 꾸게 해.
That's
Oh my
G,
gosh.
That's Giu, right?
Who is singing that line?
That's Giu, I think.
I
That's
must.
Giu. I believe that's Giu.
Let's just go back. That's you.
Yeah, that's Giu.
나의 마지막이 될 거야. 매일 너의 안에서
I think it's all you.
네 꿈을 꾸게 해.
Yeah, maybe.
Skit the Seven Doors. What is this song about? Is this like?
They all have to make a choice. It feels like.
The Seven Doors. Which doors are they gonna choose?
Well, I mean, they gotta either go through the doors or stay where they are.
I knew it. Ooh.
Oh, the solos, yes!
I love this. What you do? This kind
that's
of reminds
good.
me of like Twice.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like lively and bright. Oh, that bass. What? Yes!
Wow, there's a drop and a half.
Alright, Sion.
Yes, yes. K-drama. Closing. Yes. We're gonna get like a big belt. Probably not. No.
Play on the- She looks different. I don't know.
Just yeah. Very, very different. With the red hair and with the pink hair and the just those looks. Goodness gracious.
Baby, please don't leave me this night.
Oh my gosh. Like old-timey show tune. Like pin-up song.
Baby, don't leave me 안아줘. Baby, don't leave me. Only you can make me.
It's very, very jazzy. Let's go.
Let's just make a whole song of her drunk. Girth and singing, girth and rapping. Actually, no, I like this kind of like rock kind of feel to her song.
Very
I love
rock.
this note.
Very rock.
Wow, look at this look. What does that remind me of?
Wow. You know, there's a couple of songs in there. There's definitely the Giu and the Gayeon that stands out. I know.
And I am hype AF
Oh my
for
god.
this album. When they first started showing songs, I was just like, from the outset, I was like, yo, this sounds fire. And then we got to the solos and we got to see all of their, personal like flavors mixed in. Like we had Giu with kind of like the sugar pop, and then we had Suwa with this banger of like a drop.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a
was
little
just-
bit more dark bass, like hard sounding.
Like the
drop.
kind of like the only dark concept within their
Yes.
solos.
Everyone else kind of had a ballad.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more like soft and like light and airy.
And I was glad that Shion has an official ballad.
It kind of goes along with you saying Hera, right? Like she's a little bit harsher. She's got the harsher
The
authoritative.
authoritative.
Oh, I'm so so excited. Oh my goodness. Which one of those solos did you think were the best, or what are you looking forward to? I know we're all looking forward to all of them, but we're just so excited right now.
I'm most excited for naturally I'm most excited for Jiu's solo, but I'm actually most excited for Sua's solo.
I'm excited
because
for
that sounded so fire.
It
and I was
did.
not expecting it. Like when it started playing, I was like, oh, there's a little bit harder. She's got a gun. She's playing this kind of personality where it's a little
She's
bit
playing both sides.
assassin
I'm
almost.
sticking with it. She's playing both sides here.
But then the drop came and I was like, I was not expecting that.
I mean, that sounded amazing.
It sounded
The
like
teaser for that sounded.
The thing is, when
it was the most epic song that's gonna come out of this album.
Yeah, the thing is with the teaser, it started mid kind of chorus.
Right.
So like I didn't have the full picture and I was like, no, I wanna hear the build up to the drop and just like the verses. You know, man, when Jiu says Sandy View. No, I'm just kidding. Voting is now in session. Vote for your favorite music video of the last era. Because versus Deja Vu. And also leave in the comments what you're most excited for about Apocalypse Save Us Now. What was your most favorite or what you're looking forward to the most in terms of like these teasers that they posted? Definitely Sua solo, Jiu solo. So leave it in the comment section what you're looking forward to the most with these teases right now. What song seems to be your favorite sounding so far? But that'll do it for today's reaction to Dreamcatcher stuff. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you know when we post new videos, and sign up to our Patreon. We will be reacting to Purple Kiss's album that just came out too. They did in fact have a comeback.
Yes.
We were not around to react to that, but we will do an album listen and that will be on our Patreon. But as always, this is what we're watching this Sunday. We'll see you guys next time.